This is part 2 of a 2-part series on the best homesteading gear that we've used this last year. If you want to go back and see part 1, click here. Hey girl. Hi Loon. Hi lady. How you doing, lady? This time of year is always challenging as a livestock owner. The nasty weather. We're currently in mud season, so it's not cold enough where everything is frozen, which just means everything is kind of wet and muddy. The girls don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think most of you like it. One of the nice reasons why these overalls and muck boots combo work so well is it just keeps you clean. But my next piece of gear is actually to keep something very important for your animals clean, dry, and available to them throughout the winter and mud season, and really, I mean, all year long. It works for the whole year. This next item on our Gear of the Year list was referred to us by the people we bought Ladybug from. We were asking about cow minerals and how to feed them and what you should do. And I'm not going to talk about minerals, which in particular you want. What I'm going to talk about is how to feed your minerals to your cows. This is the Behlen County Bull Feeder. This thing is an on-demand mineral feeder. It holds 3 different kinds of minerals for your cows. You actually saw me build this feeder. It was a really hot summer day when we were putting this together, and it was just awful, nasty hot.
What?
Did not sign up for this today.
Like when it's working for a reality TV show. You're just the camera guy.
Now it's cold and muddy. I mean, you look all around me and I'm surrounded by nasty mud. But this heavy duty rubber flap that goes over the mineral feeder keeps your minerals dry, and that's important. If you get water in there, it's gonna dissolve the minerals and your animals won't get them. And minerals for cows are expensive and very important. You want to make sure your cows have access to a multi-mineral. Cody Creelman talked about that in a recent interview about the importance of minerals for your cows, especially when they're pregnant.
Some merit to it. Once again, when it comes to minerals, I always like to keep it simple. I like a good middle of the road quality mineral product that has everything that cow needs. I don't want to go least cost, but I also don't want to go the absolute most expensive on the market. So I think a good middle of the road, free choice, year round is certainly the way to go.
So here we have, if they flip open the flap, they have access on demand to 3 separate containers of minerals. You can put 3 different kinds of multi-minerals in there to give them a good selection. They go in there on demand, they eat what they want, munch on it, and then when they're done, they move their head, that flap falls back down, covers it over. It is staked into the ground so the cows don't bust on it. They say it's bull-proof, it's the bull feeder. It's not cheap. As with most of our items today, you'll find these things are not cheap. When we buy gear for the homestead, we don't look for cheap crap. We also, a lot of times, will choose not to DIY something if there's a better option that will last longer, because time is worth money and money is worth money. And if I have to spend a little bit more to get good, durable quality that will last forever, that saves me time and money in the long run. So that mineral feeder, it's an expensive feeder, but it is held up to our cows. It's said to be a bull feeder, it's bull-proof, and it's done really good. And while it's expensive, a bag of minerals, you can spend $50, $100 on a bag of minerals. And then if you put that in a bucket and you put that outside and it gets rained on, that's like washing $20 down the drain. We had that happen with our goats because the goats can't use that. We put goat mineral out in a bucket, it poured, and just it's a waste of money. You're just throwing money away. So something like that in the long run is going to pay for itself. Really good quality, very durable. Link below. Hey dear, pup. Our next product is for you dog lovers out there. We actually did a survey last week in our video to see what you wanted to learn about. And a lot of people wanted to learn about dog products. And I couldn't really put an entire list together for dog products, so I figured I would just include it in the general homesteading gear video. This is a really great find. You're thinking, oh, there's nothing special about that collar. It's just a cloth collar, right? This is from lupinepet.com. The cool thing about this really well-made, really durable collar is nothing to do with the fact that it's like bright orange or well-made. It's the fact that if that gets chewed or ripped or torn and you send them pieces back, you get a free one. Now this pup here, he does not chew or rip or tear collars. But Poppy, she, anytime she gets a chance, will rip a collar. And we have had so many $10 collars chewed off of these pups. And yeah. So the fact that this company will send you a new one, well, yeah, that gets thumbs up in my book. So if you have a couple dogs or a dog who likes to destroy his collar, check them out. When we were asking for topics, suggestions in the comments, we got a whole bunch of different topics. We decided in this video series we were gonna just do general homesteading, just something that could help hopefully everyone can find something in this list. And all of these items will improve things, make your homesteading life a little bit easier. The next one is not going to make your homesteading life easier. It's going to change your homesteading life forever. This has been the single biggest improvement on our homestead. With one piece of gear, one item, one thing you can purchase, it has made our homesteading life every single day easier, better. It's improved the life of all of our livestock, the ones we currently own and all we will own in the future. I know this sounds like a big, grand promise. This thing is the most expensive item on this video, but it is the biggest life-changing thing. And maybe you can't do it this year, maybe you got a plan to do it a year from now, but if you can do it this year, this winter is gonna be so much better on your homestead. I guarantee you it's gonna be better on my homestead, and so will the summer and every minute of homesteading after that. What is this amazing product? Let's go take a look. Ta-da! I know she don't look like much, but just you wait. This is the Bar A Livestock Drinker. Bar A makes a livestock drinker now for horses, for cows, sheep and goats can use them. This model here is their pig model. The reason I bought their pig model was because it was durable enough to have pigs use it. Pigs bust waterers all the time. One of the reasons we never have pigs in the winter is because they're just a nightmare to water, because they just destroy buckets and anything you want to use to water them in the winter they're going to destroy. This thing is pig proof. Heavy duty metal up top, hard plastic, and it goes down in the ground. Now why is this thing so amazing? Well, this livestock drinker works like a frost-free hydrant. It's actually buried down 4 feet into the ground. In an upcoming video, you're gonna see how to install this. This was one of the improvements we did when my parents were here. Those videos are gonna start coming out and you'll see next week how to install this. This drinker, down at the bottom, 4 feet down, has a water pipe run into it that goes to a well house. So the water comes to this unit and it stops at the bottom. When an animal walks over and puts their nose down, it calls for water, and look what starts to happen. This here starts to fill with water for the animal to drink. They use their nose, they push down, they drink. When they walk away, there's water sitting in here that now slowly drains back down 4 feet in the ground. It will not freeze. All winter long, my animals will have fresh, temperate water to drink. on demand. The coldest of nights, they will have water. It won't be ice cold. It will be there when they want it. And when they don't want it, it will drain out of this dish and it won't freeze and bust and break and burst. This is life-changing. And the best part about the Barbar A water, as opposed to some other of these ones, it is electricity free. We didn't have to run power to this thing. I'm not gonna spend a dime on running heat lamps or heat water coils. This thing is expensive, but over the next decade of homesteading, not running heat coils or heat lamps for all my livestock is going to save me lots of money. If you've never paid attention to your electricity bill when you're running those heat coils and those heat lamps, pay attention, because that bill every year will go up hundreds of dollars based off of coils, heat lamps, everything you're heating in the barn. So this is gonna save us money in the long run. It's gonna save us time and headaches with frozen water. The animals will have access to good, clean, fresh water. It's put up in a fence line here. There's a reason for that. We have this position just right, so all that we have to do is loosen it and twist it sideways, remove the fencing up above it, and now if we have cows in this paddock and pigs in that paddock, they can all share the waterer. We put these posts on the side in so nobody could jump through and get at each other. And we may have to put a cross piece over the top, but pigs and cows are gonna share that waterer. I have even seen people set these up at the corner of 3 or 4 paddocks, so with one unit you can have water for pigs, cows, horses, and goats all at once. That's how you make this unit pay for itself really quickly, and again, saving you money and electricity to heat water all year long, and you're gonna have an increased production because your animals will have fresh water on demand. They're never gonna go thirsty, so they're never gonna slow their supply. That thing, it's just like, comment below if you homestead right now and winter water is one of the worst things ever. That fixes it. Here's the best part. The minute it gets nice out and sunny and warm and summery and we're like, yay, and that doesn't matter anymore, it still is going to make your life better because your animals are still gonna have constant on-demand access to water. Let's say there's an emergency and you can't get home, you're at the hospital for 2 days with your kids, your animals have water. On a hot summer day when they need water, maybe your cows are producing milk, they'll have water, as much water as they could possibly want. And the fact that that thing drains out means you're not gonna have mosquitoes coming and laying eggs and having that larva. You're not gonna get that green algae. Your animals are gonna have fresh, clean, amazing water year round. I am so thrilled we were able to put one in, and we have to say thank you to Barbar A. They gave us that unit. We contacted them because we wanted the best unit we could put in for this property. They gave us that unit because they knew we would share it on our channel. So hashtag that unit was sponsored, but we contacted them, and if they weren't gonna work with us, we were gonna buy one because it's that important to have good, clean water for your animals. And now we've had it. We've been working through these cold winter days with it. It's working great. That was the thing Kay was talking about inside that she didn't want to spoil the surprise.
My overalls. They're my all-time favorite. Actually, they may be tied with something this year.
What's the other thing? What? I mean, I can edit it out if you don't want me to.
The water.
Oh, yes, we'll edit that in later. Yeah, that thing's pretty amazing. That has made her cow operation like so easy this winter. So, yeah, big ticket item. It's about $500, plus you got to get some piping and you're gonna have to trench for that piping. So it's a big thing. If you want to make this the best year of homesteading ever, that's what you get. If you want to surprise your wife or husband with the best homesteading year for them ever, get one of those put in. And if you don't know how to put one in, don't worry, next week we're going to release a video which shows you how to put one in. Click on that link right there. That'll take you right to their website, Barbar A, and let them know Homesteady sent you, because that's why they were willing to work with us. They were willing to partner with us on that unit. So thank you. Now let's go to another item that's going to make your homesteading life so much easier. Maybe not that easy, but yeah. This next item is another one of those topics that a lot of people wanted to see it covered. It was the topic of homesteading with kids and in particular babies. This is the baby carrier we use. It's the Ergo Baby Organic Carrier. It must be better if it's organic, right? The reason we like this Ergo Baby Carrier is not because it's organic, it's because it's easy to put on and it's easy to work with when you're wearing this unit and wearing your kid. You can put it on by yourself, kid in there sitting up. If you like put it on with the kid on the bed, you can put it on yourself. We like that unit because we've tried some other baby carriers. That one, Ergo Baby, it's ergonomic. It feels good on your back where the baby sits. So if you're doing some light work on the homestead, you know, cleaning, stalls, scoop and poop, and you want to wear your baby, you throw him in the Ergo Baby and you can do a lot. You saw me wearing him in a video recently. We've been using this one for years. We've used this model. I think every one of my kids has been worn in this model. So it has lasted a long time. Hard work on the farm, it's lasted all those years. Kay and I can both use this same model. You don't need like a him and hers thing. Some of them I find the kids sit up too high. Those ones that are like a big towel the kids are like falling out of. This one keeps the kid tight to you. You can get work done wearing this. It's hard. I was actually thinking this one doesn't make homesteading life easier because you're wearing a kid. That's actually gonna make your homesteading harder. But sometimes you gotta work when you got your kid. And that's the way you can wear them and get something done. A lot of people wanted to see us do a whole video just on homesteading with kids. We decided not to, and here's why. I was talking to Kay a lot. Can we do a whole video about gear that has helped us with homesteading and kids? And honestly, the answer was no, we can't. Homesteading with kids is a whole new challenge. It's difficult. The whole point of this Gear of the Year series is to tell you ways to make your homesteading life easier. And including the kids never makes homesteading easier. There's no thing you can buy that is gonna go bing and make homesteading with an infant or with a bunch of young little kids any easier. So I don't mean to depress you or make it scary for those of you who mentioned you have babies coming. It is worth it because in the long run, those very kids who are little infants that you're wearing on your back and who are making it harder to do the chore because you're carrying an extra 20 pounds on your back, eventually they do make it easier. Eventually you're up in the field and you're fencing and you're calling them on your walkie-talkie. Eventually your homesteading, thanks to having a family, will be easier, but there's nothing you can buy that will make it easier. And the idea of this series isn't to just make you go out and buy a bunch of stuff because it's like got a Homesteady stamp on it. It really is only to make you, if you have an area of your life that could be easier by purchasing this one particular item and you're in a place in your life where you can responsibly buy that item, I want to be able to help you make the decision on that item. If you didn't know it existed, that'll make your life a little bit better. And that's the whole point of this. And this one item, this final item, by no means the most expensive. It's probably the cheapest item on this whole list. But it's something that every day makes me smile, makes my life easier every single day. Let's go inside. This item is waiting for me when I'm done with the chores, I'm done working outside, I'm cold, I'm dirty. I come inside and this one little thing that I purchased at the beginning of this winter when I started wearing my boots when mud season came in, just makes it, every time I come inside, a little bit easier. Here it is. This is a boot jack. The way I used to have to take my boots off when I came inside was like doing this dance where you could pull that one a little bit, then you gotta pull that one a little bit, and it's slippery, and then you gotta like get down and pull that off. I don't do that anymore. Now I go like this. 1, off, 2, off. Boots off. I take my muddy boots, put them away. I take off my overalls, and with my boots and my overalls coming off, I can be back in my PJs and I'm clean, I'm not muddy, I'm not dirty. It's easy to shed that outer shell. I'm ready to go have a coffee on the couch. Kay will let me inside and sit on the couch right now. I got not a speck of mud on the clothes, on my socks, nothing. It's all here. It stays in the mud room. And I can go inside nice and clean, wearing that outer shell, the overalls, having the boots, pop them off with the boot jack, nice and easy. And most importantly, those items keep the most important piece of gear clean and protected, my Homesteady shirt. Now you're saying, Aust, you said this list was for things that would make homesteading life easier. How does a Homesteady t-shirt, we know it looks super cool, we like the whole theme going on, how does that make homesteading life any easier? When you purchase a Homesteady shirt, it helps us do this channel, which hopefully helps you learn a little bit of something through maybe one of our interviews, find a piece of gear that's gonna make your life a little bit better. You purchase a Homesteady shirt, we can still do the channel, hopefully make your life homesteading a little bit easier, and there you go. That's how this shirt will make your homesteading life easier, or at least more enjoyable, because you'll get to come inside, sit on the couch, have a coffee, and watch the latest episode of Homesteady. I hope you enjoyed this year's Gear of the Year. Don't forget, comments below. If you have a favorite piece of gear to share it. Tell us why you like it, how it helps. We'd love to learn about some new products. Maybe you'll find them featured in next year's Gear of the Year. I really love doing Gear of the Year. I know not everybody is looking to buy something this time of year, but if you are, whether a gift or for yourself, I promise you, you'll be happy with these products. I have been happy with all these products. We've used them, we've paid for them. These are things that we really like, that we trust to help make our day a little bit better, a little bit easier. I hope you find it to be the same. Links below for all the products, and if you click on those links, they're affiliate links. You help support our channel, help us keep doing this.